Hey YouTube, what's up? We're gonna be making a Tormented Demons guide. I have made a few in the past, but this guide doesn't contain all the setups I used and currently use with some other alternative setups I have. I think I've used pretty much every setup on them. Yeah. Okay, so scratch that. Alright, well, everything that you see in my inventory now is basically what you're going to be needing if you are going to use any of these setups, exception of the void, because, oops, the void, it will not fit into my inventory yet, as you can see. Now, basically, bank this, because I don't need this. Okay. There we go. Alright, well, to start off, you need the quest While Gothic Sleeps Done, which requires at a minimum 270 quest points with, let's turn this off. Alright. Now, the quest itself is not the funnest quest, and it's actually quite annoying getting all the quests done to do this. But it does give a really good reward with the lump of dragon metal. Whenever the quest first came out, it was like, what, 9 mil, 12 mil. And a 400,000 XP lamps. 100,000 XP lamps. And I think it's any skill of over 65. Now, the minimum requirements for this guide are going to be at least, well, let's start off with something. Where tortoise would require 68 summoning. Yes, you do not see one in my inventory. 67. Let's rephrase that. Because I do not have one. 1 dungeoneering is the minimum. Minimum would be 70 prayer with the King's Ransom done and, what's that? Like a mini game or something? Or something you have to do to get piety. Mage, it will help if you have a higher mage for your mage defense. Range, obviously, to hit more and more, to hit higher and more frequent. Def, I would go with at least 70 plus. 80 plus would be better. Attack and strength, at least 80 plus, 85 plus. And of course, 90 plus would be better. Again, I have seen a level 106, or maybe it was like a level 98 with TDs done, but he wasn't down there killing, he was just down there pissing people off. And at least a higher constitution level, and a no herb lore level, because you can obviously use supers and you can buy them. Now, for the other requirements in this guide, it's going to require at least 96 summoning, at least 2 chaotic weapons, a chaotic melee weapon, which would consist of either a CLS rapier, which I do have, and a maul, and a chaotic crossbow. Turmoil, which is 95 plus prayer, which you can have to do the Temple of Senestin quest, I think it's pronounced, or something. At least 80 plus range for the chaotic crossbow, of course 95 plus is going to be better, and maxed melee. Oh, and at least extremes, so that would be up to extreme range, so that'd be 88 plus herb lore with a plus easy attainable plus 4 boost with the RFD stews. And then 92 for herb loads. You can get herb loads at level 90 herb lore, but you have like a tiny chance of getting that plus 6 boost, and in my opinion, it is not even worth it. Alright, now let's go to different setups. Now, basically this, and I don't think I have a rune crossbow. So, I don't have a rune crossbow, do I? No, I think I lost it. Yeah, I lost it. But, okay, let's go with the gear setup. If you don't have a chaotic crossbow, use a rune crossbow and lag. Now, this is going to be kind of important. You should use a defender over, like, maybe if you... Maybe if you're not good at TDs and you do have like an Elysian or something, I'd bring that. I wouldn't ever bring a Divine. It's so not needed. Nezi, I'd probably pretty much the best helm for here. Fury. If you cannot afford a Fury, use a Glory. And Carols can pretty much be summed out for a Black D-Hide. That's what I started out using. Then I switched Carols for a good while, and I really liked it. D-boots, actually, the boots that I use would be Rangers. If you cannot afford them, which they are close to 30 mil, just use Dragon. They do fine. Bearer's gloves, if you have Wild Gothic Sleepstone, you should have these. Zerka ring or an Archer's ring. I use an Archer's ring. If you have 300 mobilizing armor ring, I would highly recommend using a Onyx ring eye, or maybe you only have 200 plus, use a Dragonstone eye. Now, a lot of people don't have the Arctic Cloak 3, but they do have the red Solar Escape, which I do go with most of the time. Sometimes I'll use an Arctic Cloak 3 if I want maybe a shorter trip, and if I want an even shorter trip, I will use a Fire Cape for the attack bonuses. So this is pretty much one of the lower setups you can go with that I started out with. Alright, oops. Now the setup that I use would be a full Armadillo with a Archer's ring, and I forgot to mention a few things. Broad bolts, if you don't want to buy diamond bolts E, or like maybe here's the cost of all three right here compared. See, Runites are actually more than Diamond E, which that is new. That just happened. That's odd. And broad bolts are, as you can tell, only 91 GP. So compare the cost of 1.7k of these to 1.7k of these. Obviously, is going to be about a 1.5 to 1.6 mil difference. Okay, maybe one, somewhere like that. And if you don't have a rapier, use a whip or a god sword for your primary weapon. And for declaws for your spec, if you don't have one of them, but you have done regicide quest or something, use a dragon Halley or use a dragon dagger. Alright. And if you have done Seer's Elite, use enhanced Excalibur. And by the way, if you don't have Solar Escape, Fire Cape, or an Arctic Cloak 3, use a trimmed Skill Cape for the perk bonus. Okay, now I'm going to pause the video for a second and get everything out of my inventory that I've already said. Alright, now this is the setup I prefer over any other setup I have ever tried. I could possibly use the Void setup, but I like to set up better. I get fast kills, and I hit pretty good. Now, something I did not mention was I got the Sharpshooter Aura. You get them from the Members Loyalty Point program, which is a total bullshit program for people that's been members for many years, but well, you gotta live with it. It's like 3% range accuracy, so it lasts for 1 hour, and it's like every 3 to 4 hours it's rechargeable. So in my opinion, it is worth it. Or maybe you can use the prayer one where you get more prayer bonus. So with the Void setup, I would go like, I basically use everything else and basically same gear, and basically here's what your setup would look like. Solar Escape, prayer, defender, attack bonus, defense for some odd reason. I would only recommend using something other than defender. A dragon defender is if you're new and you are not good at prayer switching. Alright, so let's gear up for a lower level trip. So we're gonna take all these things here and go with the lower level gear setup. So we're gonna take a ring of well, since we don't have much money, and a Nezzy, since they are not so much. And I think I'm gonna use this Glory. I think I'm gonna stick with the Fury, but obviously I don't have a rune crossbow, so I'm gonna be using a chaotic crossbow, which is gonna look kind of weird to some people. Alright, well, for your yak setup for this, I'm not going to be taking a yak there due to me going to be banking and coming back to show more setups. I'm just going to show you how you should set up your yak if you're going to go with this setup. Now, if you're new, I would add more sharks than... Right, sorry, as I was saying. If you were new, I would add more sharks than prayer pots or super restores or super prayer pots to your inventory, because you cannot add any extreme plus potion to your yak or tortoise or terrorbird or buoyant. Any beast of burden. Let's just go with that. So what I'd say, if you have 68 summoning, fill your war tortoise with all sharks if you are good at TDs. But if you're good, obviously you're not going to be watching my guide. So if you're new, did I just say that? I don't know. But if you are new, just add it with all sharks and use restores in your inventory and you'll be fine. Now, if you are not new and you are good at them and you're just looking up maybe other ways to kill them, maybe add a few extra restores. Like I'd add like maybe 4 or 5 restores into your super restores into your war tortoise, and the rest sharks. And a unicorn stallion if you have 88 plus summoning but not 96 plus. Alright, now for this guy's going to be for newer people with the lower setup, so we're going to add 20 sharks and we're going to grab the rest restores, because I don't use prayer pots for basically anything. And well, I just realized I'm lagging, so let's go 20 and let's grab some more. Sorry about this lag, guys. I'll try to fix it before I go there, but I cannot make any promises. So yeah, let's go 2 more right there. Okay. Now, something else I totally failed to mention is you're going to need a dark light to kill these. So right there's your dark light. You should have it. You get it from... Okay, I don't know what quest either. I'm going to take the DDS since we are poor and do not have any other spec weapon, because your friend was mean and went and lend you claws for free. Telly, you can either take a house teleport or a teleport back to Lumbridge if you're going to be camping them. I obviously took the wrong scrolls, so let's go back. Alright, now I set up my inventory. As you can see, I'm just moving. Everything in my inventory has to be the same way every time. That's just how I am. Yeah, no, a little screwy in the head, right? Now, if you want, and you have a Runescape, actually, I'm not using a Runescape because I don't have one of them yet. Using a skill cape. No. You can take an accumulator or any Ava's dice, whatever, one of these thingies, and it will obviously save your bolts, and use Percate for when you're meleeing, so it'll save you some prayer bonus. Okay, so now if you're like me and you started off here with a war tortoise, you would obviously not need these scrolls if you're not 88 plus summoning, or these scrolls, so just add an extra prayer pot here, and food, obviously. So this is all I would take with a war tortoise, and that's it. So now that I have a yak, if you have a yak and you're still killing these, I'd take about 3 extra, since you're not that good still, and the rest sharks. Well, obviously you're gonna need pots. I do not have any. No, I don't have any ranging pots, so we're gonna take 2 supersets. 2 supersets. 3 supersets, sorry. Little tired here, so, and the rest sharks. So here we go. I said here we go. Okay, so we're gonna go down there and start to kill some TDs. I'll show you how to get there, even though, in my opinion, if you're looking up a guide and I've already done the quest, you should know how to get here. And just a little trick, if you do use declaws and you're using overloads, even though I should save this for that part of the guide, but I'll forget. Take 3 brews in your inventory and 1 shark. I use the 1 shark to heal up after I overload, and just in case if I get hit. So jump over this, usually fall, and keep on running. Your quick prayers want to be set to deflect mage, turmoil, and maybe protect item. If you don't think you can get back there in enough time, which you should be able to. And into the chasm. And if you were using supers or extremes, the berserker prayer, obviously the putty prayers, or actually the regular prayers, not the curses, does not have it. Darn, I know Mountain Dew. Alright, now finally getting into the guide. Really good now. So something else I totally probably failed to mention is you do not want to mage TDs. Strictly, I'd only stick to ranging and melee. I feel like a noob taking a whip with the Kyoto crossbow. Lag. Alright, what am I in? Kick. Troll. And let's go up. Did noob Alex log off? And let's go in, talk to myself, kinda, sorta. Nope, there he is. Wow. Let's go with off. Let's go with the friends. Alright. Dun. Okay, we're running here, and I'm also gonna show you how to lure in every section of every time I go here, so unless there's somebody in this world, then I'll probably only be able to show you how to kill, and I did not mean to do that. Meant to run down here so I can rest. Usually I'll rest right here until I can get a decent amount of run back, so I can just run completely there. Now, one thing Jagex has updated, at least I think they did, due to me misclicking a lot, is the prayers. Like, I've clicked on prayers, I've clicked on a ton of stuff, and it seems like now you have to click directly on something in order to get it to work at times, and sometimes it don't, and it causes me to lose a lot of damage, to take a lot of damage. Now, this is messed up lore already, so what you're going to want to do is stand here, and you'll get this TD back over to here. At least stand somewhere, we'll come over here. Now, I'm going to show you something that relatively happens to me a lot, and that's when you get both these TDs on you. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to purposely get them both on me. Come down here, take a little bit of damage, lag, and die. Not really going to die. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come right here, and this actually will not work, because as you see, right there. First time I've actually encountered this, so run back here, and now it's ranging me, so put your range on. Get one TD out there a little bit more, run right over here and back down as fast as you can, and there you go, TD off you. So now I'm going to show you what should have happened right here, and I think they're maging me now, yeah. So now I'm going to show you what should have actually happened. So you're going to run right over here and take some more damage just for you guys. Ooh, getting hit. Now you see both of them are coming. See, what's going to happen is they're both going to be up close. So what you're going to want to do is run over to here. Try to get this one lured a little bit more south, north, and then you're going to run right over here. Yeah, it might be a lot of work, but the first time that shouldn't have happened. And now you'll be able to kill the TD without being interrupted by this tormented demon. Then you'll be able to, whatever this spawn is, like the spawns I'm not sure of, but you'll see right now. how to kill them, pretty much anyways. Now it's going to be meleeing me. Make sure if you're going to do that here, and okay, it changes right away. Now, you're going to want to drop its shield. Once you drop its shield will stay down for up to a minute. Well, only up to a minute. And then you got to redark like the TD, and misclicked, failed. And if that happens, just run back right over here, so don't worry, we all misclick. It always happens. Now, the tormented demon's prayer will change after every 310 life points you hit on it. And then you can just redark light it, so if you cannot kill them within a minute, just redark light it within the kill, which I usually do, which I will do after. Holy shit. Did not mean to spec again, but usually don't try to tank that mage attack, but you can use that mage attack first, and you've seen that little thing that went around its arm that indicated me to change my chaotic crossbow. And see, it shields back up, so now you're gonna have to wait until its shield drops again, which that was my own fault for not realizing I was using melee. So this is why, primary example, that you should have redark lighted it halfway in between the TD, and the reason why supers fail, even though I did hit something pretty nice with my dragon dagger. And pretty much this is all you're going to be wanting to do. As you can tell, chaotic crossbow is doing pretty good, even though it didn't look like it. But if you want, I would bring ranging pots over and maybe forget some extra food. And holy crap, I am hitting with my freaking, wow. I'm going to use DDS here more often. And as you can tell, this is actually taking me a very long time to kill, and later in the guide you will see that it does never take me this long to kill a tormented demon. And switch and see what we get. And we got, what the hell is that stuff? Okay, now this is going to be a complicated part to see which lure is which. And yeah, now using supers, I would repot every 3 TDs, but being that I never use them, I'm just going to pot every TD until I leave. Obviously, that's going to be a stupid thing to do and you're going to waste money, but as you've seen, I don't even use damn 0. Now, depending on which lure this is, I'm going to show you how to do both of them. See, now that one's over there. So now that's going to be a good lure for it to stay. Now, this right here is my favorite lure, even though it is the worst one when you have somebody on this side that does not know how to kill TDs. Now, if that happens, once it gets on you, just run right over here and safe spot it. Then run back over here and it will be safe spotted and you can continue on your kill. Now, obviously, I have been killing this TD for a while, so I'm obviously going to have to redark light it soon. I said obviously like 4 times in a row. And it's ranging me. That's a telltale sign whenever you see that little lightning bolt, I like to call it, go around their arms. So now you're going to want to redark light it real fast. And dark light has spec, by the way. Watch that if you're using a spec weapon, so if you want to spec. And there's its shield. And I failed to hit with the dark lights. There we go. So now, as you see, there's a TD over here. Usually, once it gets on you, you want to lure it. Let's just stand out here like an idiot. Basically, what you're going to want to do is run right over to here. Right here. And you're fine. Now it's off you. And it is done. It's not attacking me at the moment. I'm not sure why. But it's glitched at the moment. So let's just run over here and there we go. So, as you can see, this is not my method of killing TDs. It's taking me forever, and I feel like a noob. Alright, so once we get this TD killed, how did people do this with supers? Oh my goodness, this freaking kills take forever. Ring of Wealth, not sure if it really helps here. People say it do. People say it does. In my opinion, it does not. Alright, now as you see how long that took me to kill that tormented demon, and I am very, very experienced at tormented demons. I can usually kill every tormented demon I am on in under a minute, way under a minute. Sometimes, of course, I don't get them hits. Now, this one spawned right here. I'm going to show you what to do if you're on this one. Now, if there's somebody over here and theirs has not spawned yet, you want to stand right here. So whenever theirs spawn and they lure it down here, if they lure it correctly, it will not get on you. So it just saves a bunch of hassle, a bunch of bitching and moaning. See? Okay, now let's repot. Now you're going to want to run over here and hop on this TD. Now if you're using this lure, this is what you're going to want to do. It's ranging me, so let's deflect mage. Now, as you see, I use my XP counter because it is very helpful once you learn the XP of what you're going to hit, and it's still ranging me. Oh, totally fell on there. And let's go. Dragon DDS, go. Fell. Fell. Holy shit. Come on, I'm on supers? You gotta be freaking kidding me. Now as you can see, I'm actually hitting quite well, I guess. And I should be able to, still not gonna be able to kill that. Still not gonna be able to kill this tormented demon with under a minute, so I'm gonna redark light it. And little quick tip, if you have soul split, I'd only recommend soul splitting is whenever it's meleeing you. And that's only if you're gonna flash it, because their melee, wow, fell. Their melee can hit quite well at times in combo. So it's always better be safe than sorry and take a chance of maybe losing some life points if you fail at SS flicking once or twice. Like I'll sometimes fail at it. Can't get it perfect every time. And I think it's no. As you can see, whip's not doing it. Never mind. Whip proved me wrong. And just watch. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say, watch your prayer. You don't want it to drop because that'll really suck. Pick up your bolts. I always do, and I always pick up. I pick up gold and now hold on. I pick up my blue and crimsons. That's all I ever pick up. Now I just see them. Both them TDs, or at least this one, attacked me. I'm not sure if that one's still over there. If somebody went and lured it. Which that really pisses me off because most of the time they don't know how to kill them. So what you're going to do after you kill this one, stand in this spot here. And maybe even right here if you want to. But this spot usually works fine. And now once this one spawns, you're just going to run right down here and it will come straight to you as long as the person over here is standing where they should be. As you can tell, here it comes. Easy as pie. Now if the other person is standing out here once yours spawns, yours is going to go directly towards them and it's going to cause a lot of hassle. They're going to bitch at you saying, get your TD off me, when they are actually in the wrong for not standing in the right spots, which is right here. I've only encountered less than 5 people that actually knew where to stand whenever I was on this side, and for that I was very thankful for. So what we're going to do now is gear up for the other trip, so hopefully there will be nobody in this world whenever I get back. Whenever I get back there. So how much time is on my yak? Plenty enough time. So this is going to be using a setup with Void, and you went and got a chaotic rapier because you tired of using a whip, and your friend finally lent you claws for free. Hey, you're not a greedy bastard anymore. Alright, so let's empty the yak and bank the items that's in your inventory. Well, let me bank the items that's in my inventory. And here we go. Now, Void setup. Void is, and you're still in dragon boots because you are still a poor noob. No offense. Basically, it's gonna be the same setup. So, basically, gonna be like the same setup. Sharks And then restores. So let's go shark. Restores. And using a void, it's more advanced setup. So this is basically the way I'd go. Maybe if you want to put 2 more sharks and use spray pots over restores, it'll save you some money. Obviously, if you don't get some drops. But in about 1.8k tormented demons, I have gotten. Damn it! I've gotten 10 dragon claws and some other drops like the lumps and shards and stuff. So my drop rate is pretty damn good. I've known people. Oh, I thought that was an AGS. Well, now you're getting more advanced, so you're going to be taking an archer's ring with a switching off of the ring of dueling to finish the tormented demon off. So, yeah. And you went and got yourself some extremes. So we're going to be using extremes. Going to take, obviously, since you do not need supers now, so you can take some more. Oh wow, fell. You got. Wow, I'm failing. Don't even pay attention to me right now. I'm like totally not talking, right? Okay, so now extremes, depending on how long you can last. For people just starting out with Void, I'd only take 2 extreme sets. I myself personally take 3 to 4 extreme sets. Or I'll take up to, I'll get into that, I'm not even going to bother with that sentence. Alright, now as you can tell, basically the same setup. And this guide is going to be a hefty, long, goddamn guide. Alright, so basically everything's the same. Except your gear. And I'm not going to use this yet. I will use it with the setup I use personally. And obviously I'm not going to record how to get there. So I will be right back. Alright YouTube, now that we're going back here. And we are almost there. So we're going to be using a void setup with the ring switch. Once again, well, not really a switch, but now nobody here. And are they both ranging? Yeah, watch your hit points running through here whenever there's nobody. I have actually been killing a lure right here and seen one person run through here and just get, boom, 1 hit. I mean, literally max hit points to 0 hit points right here. It was hilarious. Alright, well, I can see I got a little of a problem right here. I got 2 TDs. Both might be on me, and this one will not be. So what we're going to do, we're going to run over here. We're going to pot up. And now I'll say this. If you bring declaws, make sure you have a space open for your spec. So let's go here. And what's it going to be doing? It's going to be maging me. So we're going to... Wow. Complete fail. I forgot the Void Melee Helm. So I'll begin recording whenever I get back. Alright YouTube, we're running back there now. And we finally got this Void Melee Helm that I so failed to get. And people are probably thinking, wow, he forgot his melee helm. Whoa, wow, he just noticed. I should have said this in the beginning, but I'm not going for like like with my editing skills and everything. Well, let me get into that. Like, it may look like I don't put like effort into my videos due to the lack of editing, but actually I do test so much stuff, like setups, gear gear and everything, that I do put a lot of effort and time into my videos. I've tried so many different setups at Tormented Demons to find out which ones are the best, and actually I'm going to be testing wow, how is that TD still on me? Are they both on me? Wow. I'll be right back. Alright, I was just PMing a friend. That's very odd. I've never encountered this where all 3 TDs are on me, and let's not get 1 hit for a void. I can now. I don't know what TD is what. I mean, this is so messed up. Let's run right over here real fast, and let's try not to get shit lag. That did not work. So let's run up here a little farther. Boom. And hurry up, run back down here. Here we go. Alright. So we finally got some TDs lured. Or lured, like some people say it for some reason, I don't know. But okay, now we need a shark, eat up to full hit points even though we're not down too much. And we are gonna finally pot up and begin killing this one. Even though that one is the one we started on before. And like I said, I've never encountered something like that before where the tormented demon was still on me. All three of them was still on me and fell. This is why I use my XP counter, because I did not know I hit with my Dark Light. Now as you can tell, these are going to be much faster kills, since I got my Void set up extremes, and I like to set up much over that last one, even if I am using... I just like using this setup too. I can see hitting quite accurate with both my chaotics, lagging, and it's ranging me. Switch your prayer first if you're in void. I don't worry about it too much if I am in something like, if I'm going to be in my setup that I personally use myself all the time. I really don't worry about my prayer too much, and as you see, I forgot to use my ring switch, but that's no problem. Like I say, I've always picked up the charms. I didn't get hit once there, so congrats to me. Alright. Now, I'm not sure which TD is which, so what we're going to do is just come over here and kill this one now. Now, we're going to break its shield down and spec it. As you can see, I hit quite high with that claw spec. I rarely have claw specs that fail, so that's a good thing, I guess. Now, the reason I'm hopping on the CD, because I don't know which lure is which, so... I'm not sure if that lure is the one I just killed is the far lure over here, or if it's this one, and by looking it's either this one or this one, just by the length of this taking. And what you just saw me do there is flick my prayer right back to protect mage or deflect mage with, and as you see, it was that TD over there, and standing here, I do believe so. I have no risk of that tormented demon getting on me, and I am completely failing with my hits for some odd reason. Come on, Jagex, let me hit. And as you can see, this is a heck of a lot easier setup. Keep your prayer with superstores and your 95 prayer. You can drink a dose at 63 prayer without wasting any prayer. Like if you would drink them at say like 80, you would be wasting so much prayer, it's not even worth it. Regular prayer pots, I'm not sure, like 65. Superstores and regular prayers don't give too much of a difference, but the cost and the effect of them is the main thing that's different. But as you can see, this setup still took me over a minute to kill, so pop that ring on and let's get that ring of wealth drop. Claws, no thank you, fuck you, then don't give me claws. Alright, now that TD is just gonna hop on me real quick, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna tank it and run over here. So I would not recommend running underneath there. I would just run right over here, and whenever you're not killing ATD, try to keep your Dark Light equipped at all times, so it will save the time on your chaotic, because the chaotics will degrade. Yeah, call it degrade after 10 hours of combat after being at 100%. So kill one full TD after it lured, and here we go. And like now with this, I would repot at every 4 tormented demons once you get good at them, being able to kill them enough and a lot faster. And it is freaking gonna do that to me. Screw you, TD. And I'd only spec once per TD with declaws, so you can have a spec just about every single kill. There will be like after a while of specking, I'll have to go 1 kill without a spec, which is no problem at all. It's Not really a difference. Of course, it's going to be slight slower kill, just because you're not getting that maybe 5 to 700 claw spec life points. But as you see, there's another prime example of the range attack. So I'm going to finish killing this TD off. Come on, just please. Misclick. I've actually found myself misclicking a lot more since they added that just a single click, at least on the tormented demons. Other bosses I find it great for, I just do not like it. And pop your wealth on since it's almost dead, and it is dead. Alright, now I'm in the bank and I got a run square. Yippee. As you see, standing clear even out here, that tormented demon cannot attack me, so that is it. Here we go, back to the bank. Alright YouTube, what's up? Now, one thing I'm going to mention about this guide, well, about this part of the guide, it requires ranger boots, armadillo chain skirt, chest plate, fury, well, you don't have to have fury, BCP, and tacits and claws. Now, the cost of this setup is kind of hefty, 111 mil. But since you've been killing TDs and getting lucky on the elite glue scrolls and hard glue scrolls that you've been doing, and getting some drops with using that ring of wealth switch maybe, or just switch keeping the Zerker or archers, you have made enough money for this gear. Alright, now there'll be 2 more setups after this. There'll be this setup with overloads, and there'll be a overloaded Steel Titan setup with this gear. I find Steel Titan using the Steel Titan with Void to be actually better, kinda, but in my opinion, I don't like Void due to me being able to tank many attacks in this gear. Now, what's in my yak is the same thing for every other setup, but the pots to the restore / prayer pots to shark ratio is gonna change by anybody's means. Right now I do have an extra yak pouch in there as well, due to my yak running low right now, but just ignore the yak pot. So yak pouch, got 13 rest in here and the rest sharks, with 1 yak pouch just in case if you need it, and a unicorn pouch. So I'll be recording whenever I get there, and let's hopefully all 3 TDs are not on me still. Alright YouTube, I'm back, and as you see, I got 2 TDs on me and my 1 single lord spot. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna pot up and kill them. And basically, I'm just gonna sit back. I've already shown you guys how to lure. I'm gonna turn my mic off and I'm just gonna kill, so I do not have to get distracted by talking. So I will be right back. And this part it's not gonna be sped up. It's gonna be in normal time. So I'll be right back. Alright YouTube, I'm gonna start recording again. As you saw right there is TD changes per without me even having to hit it, without me hitting it. That is a sort of a glitch, I guess you would call it. Now, as you see, I'm assessing. Like I said, I would only assess when they're meleeing, and if you are in your DI'd or range gear, I would just flick it. As you can see, I'm taking damage from it because I am failing. Now, something I'd like to mention is I'm switching. I'm not trying to act like some hybrid or something because I'm obviously not. I obviously do not hit. Damn it. And right there is, now you have to redark light it. Now as you saw, once this one spawned here, is I stepped right out there so it would stay on me and not wander off somewhere so I could actually lure it properly. So now the lure is proper, I guess you could call it. Now after this one spawns, I will be set on the go, or whatever the heck you want to call it. Pick up your bolt, and there you go. Now as you can see, at the start of the kill I was laggy. That's my fault. I actually had some music playing, but shoot, I'm not trying to click on my freaking house tab there. That'd be a freaking fail. Come on. Alright, now I'm gonna run over here and grab the CD, and I will get another kill in just to show. Should actually brought some one overload just to show that setup as well, and keep the purple stuff on. Oh, people in Australia. Alright. Here we go. No, they're probably going to be ranging me. You saw me click that bandos. So what we're going to do is try to undark light it. Wow, that just sounded dumb. Just going to dark light the TD, and what's it going to be doing? It's going to be maging me. Now as you can see, I tanked 2 mage attacks there. Now if using the void setup, you probably wouldn't be able to do that. So that's one reason why I really like to set up whenever I am maging. That's the main part where I worry about tanking hits whenever I'm maging, just because I have that low defense for the melee and range, but it boosts up my mage defense, which is its primary attack over anything else. And why didn't I switch? Huh. Getting freaking Jagexed. And there we go. Dead. It'd be nice if I got some freaking claws on video. Come on, Jagex, be nice to me. And I did not mean to step out there. Diamonds are worth quite a bit. There we go. Let's PC these diamonds. 33k drop, so that's pretty good. Hey, Telly. Be right back. Alright, YouTube, I'm back. Oop. Alright, now, as you see, my inventory has changed with the setup and overloads. I got 5 overloads. Not going to be taking 6 due to me not having an extra unicorn in my yak still. Now, this is what you're going to want to use. Brews, you're going to want to have, what's that, 18 brews. And then 10, what are you saying, super stores, a yak pouch, and a uni pouch. Now, I am still actually experimenting with some setups that should be able to get you to last 6 to 8 overloads, which will be a very long trip. Maybe if I can possibly think of some other setups, it could maybe last up to 3 hours for one trip. And for TDs, that should definitely be at least 1 claw per trip. So 16 mil in 3 hours, that's pretty damn good. But at least what the drop rate says, but the drop rate in my book is a bunch of bullshit. I believe if you're lucky and luck's on your side, you get an item. So, whoops, I'll be recording whenever I get there, because you don't need to know how to get there again. Alright, YouTube, we are back. So, let's go down here. Usually I went to recording, and I think somebody might be here. Huh, no, but I do gotta relore all again, so, And, shoot, I'm lagging, and this isn't good. Okay, so now no, it didn't work out. So what I'm gonna do before I die is put this on. I'm getting comboed and go to full hit points and above full, way above full. All right. So as you see, I just got so right now I'm basically fucked. So I'm gonna start. What the hell? I'll be right back. I'm gonna just pause this video. Alright, YouTube, I'm back. Now, as you can see, we got him somewhat lured good. So what you're gonna want to do is overload. I would probably drink 2 brews if you are in a rest, if you're per Zello. And just come over here. Now, holy crap, why am I getting hit with this lag now? And is it going to be maging me? Obviously, yeah, I'm going to get douched around like that. Alright, so basically going to go the same way, it's just with overloads and misclicking. So basically that's the gear and info, and now it's going to range me. Yay. What the hell am I lagging always in this spot? And basically, overloads are a better way to kill them. And sometimes can't really tell all the time if they are better, but obviously they will be if your stats are staying at 125 plus all the time. Oh wow, it's ranging. It's maging me. Huh? Couldn't tell. See, as you can tell, it was maging me, and I got hit maybe twice. I don't know. I wasn't even paying attention. I was actually paying attention to its life points instead of anything else. But as you can see, very fast kill if my range. It's now I'm not activating this yet due to me not being able to, but if you can, activate your aura, and it will obviously give you more range accuracy. And Alex is PM me over Skype. What does this nub want? Okay, die. Like, okay, I don't think I'm gonna be able to kill in under a minute, so I'm just gonna do that. Smack with dark light. And now what I should be doing is assessing, but well, maybe that was why I wasn't hitting. Okay, here we go. And now there we go, dead. Now SS. See, I freaking clicked that SS, or maybe I didn't. I don't know. And we got a rune long. Yay. I mean, a rune sword, not a rune long. Alright, now let's just loot, loot, loot. And, like I said, try not to keep your chaotics on. And, don't bank your chaotics or your claws or anything like that. Okay, now, here we go. Not sure what lures what, so I'm gonna stand here and begin to kill. I don't know, I was like, okay, what's he gonna do, what's he gonna do, what's he gonna do? Okay, now as you see, I got the lure right. Holy crap, I almost died. Now what you're gonna want to do is, you want to go grab this TD, and here, there we go, hey, now it's right. Just now that it is meleeing you, you will want to claw spec your hit points back up, which I did, so that was good. And it changed its attack, and I'm lagging. Okay, I can do this guy without lag, please? And I just hit a 54 with my rapier. Well, a 554 for the new people that don't know what life points, hit points used to be. It's basically all you newbies to this game. And of course, after your overload runs out, you want to re-overload, because it's not like extremes. You will not have any boost once your potions go down at all. You'll be at 0. And now once I said you're going to turn SS on, and SS once it's meleeing you, and I got hit. And watch out for them stray mage attacks, because they do throw them off, and other people's TDs can actually kill you. I've never had it done to me personally, thank goodness. Right now, as you see, I got one more Lumbee telly, so obviously, about to be the last part of the guide. So I'll begin recording whenever I get back here. I'll show my gear and MV once I get back here at GD's. Alright YouTube, I am back. Now as you see, I have a Steel Titan which requires 99 summoning. I would not recommend using an Iron Titan. I got 3 overloads, 4 brews, I had a shark here, and the rest super restores or prairie pots would probably be better if you are not good with a Steel Titan. I am not very good at it. I can consider decent, I guess. And it is raining me, so basically what you're going to want to do is, what the fuck? I lured this fucking faggot ass over here. Sorry for the bad language. Not going for the, like, professional freaking guide going on here. Now, let's call it, and I clicked on this too. And I'm failing badly. Like I said, I'm not good with the Steel Titan. So, here we go. Now, I would not use its spec yet until it's... Hell, how am I still getting hit? Now, with this, you'll rely a ton on Soul Split. Lag. If you can even ever hit, I mean... Okay, maybe I did hit. Now, here's where it will come in handy at your Steel Titan, is whenever it is on Protect Melee, so you can get faster range hits, and right there, this is, once you get good at, with the Tormented Demons, with, once you get good at using a Steel Titan, at Tormented Demons, you can get up to 60 kills an hour, which will provide you with the maximum amount of profit. Obviously, now you see, very fast kill. And special bar's too low, so screw you. And dead. Alright, now, that was probably one of my worst kills ever. So, obviously, Rune Chain Beast. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I just got a freaking Rune Chain. I mean, come on, that's like a totally jizz-worthy drop. I'm just kidding, obviously. Now, once you get good at this, you will not lure this TD over there. You will be killing this TD and this TD that spawns here. You will be trapping it how I trapped this one here. You will be killing, you'll be running over here and having this one here and be killing that one at the same time. Now, after this one spawns, obviously, you know what to do. So, I'll get one more kill on video, and then this will be the end of the guide. And I will, please leave your questions. Fuck my life. Wow. Okay, well, looks like we ain't killing that TD. We're gonna be killing this TD. So, let's stand over here and call. Yep, we're going to be killing this TD. Because I could not get a good lure and Jagex hates me. Now I'm not sure if it's going to be worth to use your scrolls whenever it shows up, but I usually don't, but I've seen actually where people do. So now you want to use it right there and turn SS on and get that big combo. Right there. Keep your SS on as long as you can. And remember to use your scrolls. Crap. I didn't even notice his prayer changing. And see, now this is probably one of my fastest kills ever with the Steel Titan. If I could actually hit. Wow, come on, bandos, rapier. I gotta hit, come on. Thank you. And I hit a 1. I got like 1 XP or something up here, I don't know. And dead. There we go. Now, obviously, I'm not going to stay here, and no drops this guide. Well, anyways, guys, that's going to be my guide on Tormented Demon, showing all the setups I have started out with to the setups I use now. Kill 2 Tormented Demons and just telly. Obviously, with this setup, you're going to be relying on a ton of SS, like I've already said, so that's it for this guide, guys. Peace.